What's up, guys? Brian back to do a Walking Dead Season 7 news video. Winter is coming on The Walking Dead, possibly. So there's an article on comicbook.com. We got the link in the description, and we got some of the captions on there, what they said, what I think Scott Gimple and Robert Kirkman said about The Walking Dead in winter, because we've never seen winter on the show. They film from April-ish, May to November, and in Georgia, so it doesn't always snow, and when it does snow, it's not those months. So will we see winter? I don't know. They talk about that. So the link here, comicbook.com, The Walking Dead, good article. Check it out. You'll see some more on there too if you want to check it out for yourself. But fans of the comic books were a bit disappointed in the passing of the winter months as snow and cold weather factored into the Walking Dead plot lines in the 70s and 80s issues. That doesn't mean we won't see a wintry Walker land in the future, though. One way or another, I make no promises, but I would be shocked if we didn't, showrunner Scott Gimple said, about featuring snow on AMC's Walking Dead, but it would be special if we did it. That's for sure, because it's going to be hard to do. It's got to be CGI. It's not going to snow in the months that they filmed. They just changed the filming there too. So when Season 6 came back, it was all about this plan, the Walkers, Alexandria, getting them to move them and everything there too, which turned out to be a tough plan and a failed plan, and it fell apart and whatever. But there was no snow, and there hasn't been snow in any of the seasons whatsoever. They had a little bit colder months, but we saw, Daryl on the bike leading the herd away with Sasha and Abraham in the car. So we didn't get to see any of that too. So when it came back for Season 6, we were past some of the plot lines from the comic books on there too. But Robert Kirkman chimed in with laughs saying, if we can CGI a tiger, we can CGI some snow. And that's for damn sure. So despite being set in Alexandria, Virginia, remember the show is based in Virginia, but they shoot it and they film in Georgia, where snow is closest thing to state's apocalypse. Any snow seen in the series would take some serious effects and set design work, CGI, mix of that too. The Walking Dead films, like I said, April to May to November, the warmer months of the year. So they won't see any snow in real life, so they'll have to CGI, but I would love to see it personally myself. If they can CGI Shiva, which I loved, I thought she was great, I thought the roar was great, I thought Shiva looked pretty good. Some said she looked huge, but, it's just the angle, probably how close it is on there. They'll clean it up and do it better when she's on the show, and I don't know how much we're going to see of her. CGI effects cost money. The companies that they hire have to cost money for the budget, and that takes time and money. They don't want to be spending all this money, they want to make money. I don't know if we're going to see how much we're going to see of this. We better see Shiva killing some walkers and some saviors and some stuff. So I want to see that. I just don't know how much we're going to get it. But if you can CGI a tiger, you can CGI some snow. I mean, come on. Snow would make an interesting new dynamic on the AMC series, seeing how walkers handling the freezing elements in addition to our group managing to stay warm and stay alive during the winter months. I agree with that too. Because when I picture it, the world of The Walking Dead is a year-round thing, even though Judith hasn't aged, Carl's grown up, Rick looks older, people look older, hair's grown, facial hair doesn't grow, whatever. They're characters, and I understand. But the winter months, I would like to see a one or two episode thing where they mention that or they talk about it a little bit there too. So, because when I picture it, I kind of picture Michonne with the katana going out, killing some walkers that are frozen together or frozen down and just stabbing them and running through the snow and everything. That's what I just picture. And I would love for them to go, hit some spot to get some supplies and whatever and to build some stronghold in the winter months when the walkers have to be slower. They have to be struggling there too. They can't be getting around easily. The muscles aren't going to work that well. So I think that would be great. And that's what I picture too. But, that was a picture, zombie snowman or whatever. No, I know not actual snowman, but just something like this. I thought this was great. Somebody made this. I live in Florida, so I couldn't make a snowman like this. But if I did, I would love to make it like that. But they brought up the point on the Walking Dead, the Walker Stalker cruise this past January. And they said, are we ever going to see snow in there too? And saying that's in Georgia. And they said, well, we filmed from this time to that time. But it's a great point. I would love to see that, even if it's just for one episode, or it's the end of the winter and whatever, but winter is coming, hopefully. So they talked about it. They mentioned there too, to see Alexandria, the hilltop, or some form or fashion out there too. Can you imagine like Michonne and Jesus out there hunting and doing this and getting scavenging and getting supplies and doing whatever like that? Because you won't be able to grow food and everything during the wintertime. So what are they going to do? They got to have supplies. They got to have food. So they got to harvest and everything too. So they could show it right before or whatever. So I thought it would be pretty cool. They finally talked about that on an interview on comicbook.com. Check out the article there for sure. I thought it was just interesting on there too. I just love this picture. Like I said, I didn't make this, but it's just awesome. I see the zombie little snowman attacking the one. I just love the picture on there too. Like I said, I don't live in snowy areas anymore, but if I did, I would definitely try to replicate this in some form or fashion. So Like, share, subscribe, post your comments below, guys. What do you think? What would you like to see on the show? You know, it can be the winter, it can be not on there too. So whatever you think, we always like to hear from you guys. And as always, thank you for the support. Hope you have a good one.